Hiya, coming in, cozy. I hope everyone is staying blessed and protected. I hope everyone is having a wonderful Wednesday. I'm a bit tired today, but I'm forcing myself to do this because I thought it's not a new moon tomorrow, and this is a new moon in Pisces reading. So I've brought the Oceanic Tarot. I feel like there's a lot of water. I've got the Moonology, I've got the Divine Animals Oracle, and I've also got the Sacred Seas Oracle and the Queen of the Moon Oracle. So, Pisces represents water, a lot of emotions at this time, maybe, some good, some bad, time of release. I want to thank all my lovely subscribers for all your likes, your comments, your shares, your emails. I appreciate every single one of you. And all of you who donated to my dog's GoFundMe. I appreciate you so much. You just never know. Anyway, we've got this new moon. The time is right for seeking new opportunities. So yeah, it's the great time to be manifesting and the new moon. The new moon signifies the start of a new cycle, new beginnings, and a time to plant new seeds. This card represents the fresh energy of new beginnings and encourages you to set new intentions and manifest your deepest desires. New moon in Pisces, the dreamer's imagination. This is a time for creativity, intuition, and spiritual growth. Use Pisces' compassionate and intuitive energy to explore your inner world and embrace your dreams. Beware of indulging in negative or depressive tendencies. Yes, if you've got people that are around you that make you feel depressed, tell them to do it. Well, last night we were stargazing, me and my grandson was in the garden, and we was looking up and we seen moving stars. Now, I've seen the Starlink and it wasn't that. It was not that. They were coming from all directions, and I obviously looked online, and you don't listen to the bull crap that they say. You know what I mean? I ended up on Reddit and reading like what other people thought on there. Like probably people, genuine people with their own eyeballs in their own head, rather than listening to what somebody else says that it is. Because there was quite a lot of lights on the move. I just don't know, but we stood there for ages, and but then we came in, and then I went back outside, and I couldn't see any. I was trying to find some that were moving, and I didn't see any. But I just feel like it's magical when I see things like that. I really do. Excuse me. But I hope everyone's having a good week. I've just been tired. So tired. I think it's because I woke up at like 5 a.m. this morning and I couldn't get back to sleep. And then I was like crashing this afternoon, but I pushed through. Yeah, I'm going to do this, be positive in this moon in Pisces. Pisces is my opposite side. Now, you don't have to be a Pisces to watch this reading. I think maybe people might think that, but it's not. This is a general reading and it could resonate with anybody. We've got the Eye Priestess intuition here. Yes, we've got endurance, the Queen of the Ocean, Queen of the Ocean. I can't wait till Mercury, the retrograde ends on the 20th. So that'll be a big relief. It's not coming back till, I think it's the end of June. So we've got a bit of a relief. Because I'll tell you, when that Mercury goes retrograde, it's chaotic. We've got a Three of Cups here. It says reunion. Oh, I started shuffling them. I haven't even shuffled them yet properly. See, it's the Mercury retrograde. I'm blaming everything on that. Dear Heavenly Spirit of the Most High, Heavenly Angels, Archangels, Spirit Guides, Ancestors of our highest good, we call upon you, Heavenly Spirit, to protect our chakras from the root to the crown. We call upon you, Heavenly Spirit, to protect our energy as we channel this message. And we call upon you, Heavenly Spirit, to block out all and any negative or evil interference. And we call upon you, Heavenly Spirit, to show the collective exactly what they need to see right now. Thank you. We love you. We've got conflict here. Oh, baby, come on. Come on. Oh, is that why she's crying? I wondered why she was crying. Conflict. Now, this could be like, I mean, usually Five of Swords is, it's like defeat, it's enemies around, Could be some conflict in a partnership that could resonate with somebody. Yeah, there's a loss here. But, things are not a loss. They're not. Some people see it as that. I feel like people who are like in relationships and then they go through a grieving process. I mean, this is what this reading may be about. We don't know, but we'll find out. Conflict in a relationship and loss. Yeah, it's an ending. Look, a 10 of Swords is some kind of a betrayal here. Oh, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. That's what I feel like when I'm doing my readings. I feel like I don't want to give bad news. I want to bring good news. But I feel like some kind of conflict, some kind of ending, some kind of breakup. But it's not, I feel like it'll be for the good. Yeah, there's some drama. I feel like too much drama surrounding someone. I mean, this could be past, present, or future. I take it as it resonates. I just seen three of wands in reverse then. Yeah, lost, 7 of Swords. I mean, a 7 of Swords can be very sneaky energy as well, but this card says loss. Some kind of loss. And it could be, people, places and things. We've got recognition here and trust. I feel like Spirit's like, saying, we see you, trust us, trust Spirit. Yeah, somebody could be bored here. We've got bored of, you might be bored of being in a relationship, or you might have been split from a relationship and now you're bored. I really want it to be good, but sometimes I feel like that endings are just beginnings. We've got a Queen of Swords here, resilience and abundance, the Queen of the Ocean, 2 queens here. Now this could be the same energy or it could be 2 different energies, but I'm feeling it's the same energy. I feel like it's the same person. Now look, there's a shark behind this Queen of Swords. So that, if there's been a loss, there's been an ending, there's been a breakup, it was for your own good. And I feel like this with the Queen of the Ocean is very abundant energy. And resilience, the Queen of Swords, it's like you might have had to put up with a lot for a long time. Seeing success twice now. And recognition. Some kind of recognition, some kind of success. Yeah, there's a conflict and wanting to come out with this drama again. I feel like somebody probably had enough of drama. I feel like with the 5 of Swords as well, that you might even have to block this person out. You might have, or you did. There's some kind of, I feel like this shark. Oh, I'm seeing this Knight of Wands with this 3 of Wands in reverse, the 4 of Wands in reverse, sorry. Reward, it's something like, it's meant to be, I feel like it was like because the 4 of Wands in the right way up is like a happy home, it's everything, it's like beautiful, it's a really beautiful energy, but I feel like this is a loss of it. Like, you know, you could have even had to move or something. Yeah, we've got the endurance again. Endurance with the 7 of Wands. I feel like this, you've had to put up with a lot for a long time. This is some, you know, and I feel like you've had to put the barriers up here. And I feel like that's because of your energy. You have to defend your own energy here. Yeah, there's something, a 10 of Wands. I feel like something was too much of a heavy burden, too much responsibility. You might have had to do everything. And I feel like you put up with a lot for somebody, whoever this reading is somebody who's put up with a lot for a long time. And now it's either, I feel like it's, if it hasn't already happened, it's kind of a make or break situation. Yeah, we've got a King of Pentacles with trust here. And a King of Pentacles is a very solid energy. Could be an earth sign, don't have to be. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Take it as it resonates. Oh, it would have to fall all the way down there. Oh, we've got Ace of Pentacles. Prosperity. This is a gift. This is a new beginning. So, oh, you know, I'm sure I did a reading not so long ago. I don't know which reading it was, but it was something like that. Sometimes, like, you can be with somebody, like, and they can drain you of your energy. There's a drama starter here, I feel. Somebody who's drained somebody's energy. Look, there's a Tower, 3 of Cups with the High Priestess. And there's balance peeping out. This could even be like some kind of divine intervention, or it could even be like a friend group. You know, like if you've been with somebody and then you split up and you've got the same friends. I feel like it's something like that. But there's something about, you know, with the intuition showing itself again and balance. I feel like this something is being balanced out here. This is what Pisces, the moon in Pisces, will do. It's going to bring these endings, these new beginnings, and this new beginnings is this with this Ace of Pentacles is a very prosperous. It could even be look. We've got a generosity here. I feel like this can be even like the universe gifting somebody with something, especially if there's been an ending. At a crossroads. Yeah, could be someone who is at a crossroads thinking, well, in that like that state of that there's a relationship breakup. Yeah, there's sadness. You see, grieving. This is like grieving a loss, but it's like if there's all this drama around, you know, and conflict, could even be like trauma bonding. But I feel like this, whoever this reading is for, it's like you are better off without this person in your life. This drama starter, you know, I've seen a 2 of Cups. Yeah, there's a Knight of Cups here with some security coming in, a proposal that is going to give somebody some security. And we've got the 7 of Pentacles, which is potential. So this could be something that you can do, that you're good at. You know, I'm absolutely sweating here. Really bad. And I don't even think the heating's not even on. No. Don't know why I'm so hot. We've got to travel as well. So, you know, maybe you might need to travel. Sometimes a change is as good as a rest. But if you're stuck in that 5 of Cups energy, after all this, you know, I feel like some kind of breakup. It might never even happen yet, or it's already happened, and you know, this is you stuck in the grieving stage. Yes, but it's like saying trust. There's something that you need to trust here. Look, we've got a King and Queen of Pentacles. A King and Queen of Pentacles. Trust and kindness. This is a match. I mean, they do represent Earth sign, but they don't have to be. I just feel like it's an equal match here. I feel like Spirit's saying trust. Trust the universe. Because there is an equal match out here for someone who a very solid energy. Yeah, we've got sadness with a 6 of Cups. Yeah, it's something in the past. This person was not meant to be. They might have came along. It might have been a karmic lesson or something. It's something that you know, you meet people for a reason, a season, or a lifetime, And I feel like this might have been a season or a reason. This is not a lifetime. This is a lifetime. The King and Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm seeing security and love. Look at that. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups and love. Love and security. That's what you need in a relationship. I don't feel like this person was given this. Oh, I'm seeing the High Priest here, look. The High Priest with a King of Swords. Wisdom and ambition. See, now this this energy, like, I feel like I don't think that this person has come in yet. I feel like that because you're at this crossroads here, it's like you've got to let go of the old to get in, to bring in the new, the wisdom and ambition. And this is a high priest. You know, we're seeing the high priestess right at the beginning. I feel like this is someone who's going to be a spiritual match as well. Yeah, we've got a change. A change. What do I say? A change is as good as a rest. Yeah, we've got recovery. I feel like this is recovering from, because it's like grief. It literally is. If you've gone through a really bad breakup, you will be grieving. You know, you could even be trauma bonded. You don't have to be. It's just what I'm seeing in this energy. Yeah, I've just seen recovery again and boredom. Yeah, somebody could be bored with the recovery. It's like, yeah, trying to heal quick, but healing, it takes time. It's not something that can just happen overnight, but I feel like change can happen overnight. You make that decision. Yeah, we've got activity here with the Knight of Wands. This is someone who's like getting busy. It's time to get busy. Yeah, we've got the Hermit sticking out, seeing things from a different perspective. We've got the Sadness. I feel like seeing things now from a different perspective. This this energy here is like I feel like manifesting the twin flame, their soulmate, and there's the right behind you. Spirit says the right behind you. You know, and I don't mean that in like a literal sense, but I feel like, you know, if when you're on a journey like that, if you have a twin flame journey, if you are destined to be with someone for life, they won't come in until you've healed. And the more you heal, the quicker they'll come in. Yeah, look at that Hangman in reverse. This is like no longer stuck in limbo. This is like, you know, sometimes it can be that you've been put in a situation, but this is like upright. Yeah, the Queen of Cups sensitivity. I feel like this is somebody's energy. It could have a very sensitive energy, very intuitive energy. You know, I feel like it's somebody who really relies on their intuition a lot. And, you know, you really need to be listening to your intuition. We've got assessing. And this is the first quarter moon after this new moon. So the first quarter, I feel like assessing the situation, you know, and she's got a telescope here. And she's at like on top of the hot air balloon. Like she is the hot air balloon. And she's looking forward with the telescope. Yeah, we've got this masculine here. Lunar, God, the masculine. I feel like someone's trying to look into the future, or you will be in the first quarter. In the first quarter moon that's coming up, which is just, it's happening soon. It's next week, this week, next week, you know. Yeah, I feel like this was the unexpected. The blue moon, expect the unexpected. I'm seeing balance peeping out here as well. The unexpected. So you might not expect this, but expect the unexpected. Number 43. No matter how well you plan, there is always room for the unexpected to occur. Build your resilience, as rare occurrences can happen. A visitor you have not seen in a long time may re-enter your life. I trust in myself and in life. In old farmers' almanacs, a blue moon was described as the third full moon in a season that has 4 full moons. The newer and now more accepted description is that a blue moon is when there are 2 full moons in one calendar month. Either way, it is a rare occurrence, and has inspired the saying, once in a blue moon, when describing an event or behaviour that only happens rarely. The energy and power of the blue moon can be best taken advantage of by setting intentions on these moons of things that you really want. Confirmation. But I've never felt that could happen. I refer to big wishes, the almost miracle stuff we would be both delighted and surprised about if it manifested. After setting blue moon intentions though, don't sit there hoping it will just happen. Try to take clear practical steps towards these big, seemingly faraway intentions and help the universe along. Yeah, because you've already got to act as if you've already got it. And that is how you manifest. You already behave as if you've already got it. It's already there. Act as if you've already met this twin flame. Just imagine, use your imagination that you're already with this person, and act accordingly. Act as if you're already with this person. Imagine him looking, we've seen the telescope looking into the future, and this could be around this first quarter moon that's coming up. Some of us love surprises, some of us don't, but I don't think anyone can go through life without sometimes having the unexpected happen to them. While some professions in particular, such as the military and medicine, try to plan for everything that could go wrong, life sometimes finds a way to outsmart the most thorough of plans. This is simply life. Although it is important for us to know where, how and why we are travelling down a particular path, we should always make room for and expect the unexpected. Companion stone or metal, benitoite, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, a very rare blue gem. And this could be you. I feel like you could be a rare gem as well. This person has probably taken advantage of your good nature, because I'm feeling that. I've seen all the queens. We've got 2 queens there. We've seen the Queen of Cups and we've got the Queen of Pentacles. All 4 queens rolled into one. I just seen purity and wisdom again. Yeah, I feel like this person, you either met them for a reason or you met them for a season. And I feel like there was a lot of drama and conflict around this relationship. And I feel like that a drama starter is probably like an energy vampire as well. Probably feeding off your energy. We've got gratitude here, the last quarter moon. So we've got the first quarter moon and we've got the last quarter moon. And this is gratitude. Gratitude number 23. Be where you are and be thankful. There is always something to be grateful for, no matter your suffering. Gratitude raises a lower vibration to a higher one. Do not allow yourself to be surrounded by too many negative people. Life is conspiring for you. I joyfully turn my attention into what I am grateful for. As we enter the last quarter moon on the lunar cycle, the energies begin to turn towards surrender and release. To let go of what we no longer need, it behoves us to pay attention to what we have right now, both positive and negative. This attention paying and focus allows us to wisely discern and be grateful for all of it. Yes, all of it. Because the nasty stuff, the stuff that is making us suffer right now, it already happened and we can take wisdom from this. However, now it's going. Waxing, crescent four and dark moon are going to sort that for you. And what we have left is the good stuff. And frankly, most of it is going to be great. Taking some time out on this moon to list a few things you feel grateful for will raise your vibrations and banish any resistance you have to ditching old, outmoded patterns. Doing this also turns your powerful focus away from a story you may have started to believe of everything going wrong or that life does terrible things to you. Gratitude is a balancer. In fact, it normally tips the scales to the positive. Companion stone or metal, ocean, jasper. So I feel like looking at this situation, if you've actually gone through a really terrible breakup, um, you've got to look at what did you learn from it, and be glad that it's over. You might be grieving that it's over, but I feel like you've got good riddance to bad rubbish. This is what I'm feeling because, no one needs this drama. Yeah, I'm seeing faith here. Like, have the faith, that whatever happened is happening for you and not to you. Because we can get stuck in that energy of, oh, yeah, look, it says the end of a tough cycle approaches here. So this could have been a tough cycle. You could have been experiencing a tough cycle here. Yeah, it's time to release negativity. Spirit says, release this negativity now. You might be still carrying it around. This could have been a nasty breakup. This person, I don't know. I don't know if this person who is returning, but some adjustments are required here. Luck is on your side. So yeah, and I see that with the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like that is prosperity, that's luck. And this is someone being at a crossroads. It's like, I feel like this is a meet-up. A new start is coming. This is new moon. This is spirit speaking. A new start is coming. So you need to get out that energy, release it. It's like, get a shower or something. And it's like that song, I'm gonna wash that man right out of my head. Just wash it away. Just wash it all away. New start, new beginning. Don't give up. Have the faith. Be positive. Be thankful. That you could have learned a lot, especially about yourself. And that's a good thing. It might have seemed bad at the time, but the wisdom that you will have acquired. We've got to meditate and contemplate. And look, it's new moon in Pisces. I can't make it up. New moon in Pisces. Spirit is on point. Meditate and contemplate. And I feel like this is the energy right now. Yeah, just meditate. And, a lot of people do say that, no, they're meditating wrong, you need to clear your mind and all that. No, I don't feel like that is the way to do it. I feel the best way to meditate is to use your imagination, and quieten your mind, but see what comes through, contemplate, have them daydreams. I was talking to my grandson about it, and I was like, I used to love daydreaming when I was a kid. If I had some spare time, and if I were getting on the bus or whatever, and I was going to be 20, 30 minutes on that bus, I was excited that I had that much time just to daydream. And before you know it, the time flies, it's like you get there. I can't believe that says new moon in Pisces. Well, I can believe it, but I thought it would have started with Pisces because Pisces, I'm sure Pisces is the first sign in the horoscope. This this card speaks of dreams and romance, of soulmates and poetry. See, this is a soulmate. I didn't even know that it was going to be this kind of reading, but it is. It suggests that there's a new start coming your way that's connected to a matter that leaves you feeling somewhere between having your head in the clouds and being in a totally altered state. There could be confusion and disappointment if that's what you've had before and that's what you're expecting. However, if you're onto a good thing, Then wish hard, because the words of your soul and your heart could help bring about the manifestation of your dreams. If all that sounds a little wet and watery, then that's Pisces for you. This is the last sign of the zodiac. I'm thinking it's the first. And the new moon in Pisces card can suggest a last-ditch chance to make your dreams come true. Why would I think it's the first? No, I think I'm right. I think it is the first. It's not the last. I'm sure. But who knows, eh? Because it's Aries next, isn't it? Attune to the moon. Use your feelings to guide your way, because logic won't work right now. Additional meanings for this card. Face your fears. They may be holding you back. This situation is being healed, and it's time to surrender to the divine. Chant Om Namo Narayane. Avoid being deceptive or willingly deceived. Now, I've been doing some of these Oms. I've been making my voice vibrate so that it goes to heal myself, because I was really poorly. I'm still not 100%, but the vibration, like cats when they purr, it's very healing, the vibrating on that level, you know. So I think when you can get into that and it's vibrating inside, and you can go quite deep as well, you know, and it is very healing. It sends signals to all your organs in your body and all your cells, and it regenerates. You know, there's something about it. So that I feel like that could, you know, help somebody as well. The teaching. Pisces is the sign of reveries and mysteries, or depths of emotion, idealism and hopeless romantics. It is the sign of water and the unconscious. Its energy is deep, like watery depths. The new moon in Pisces indicates a time to listen to your feelings and to allow your emotions free rein. Whatever you're feeling as you pull this card is more likely than the truth, unless you've been kidding yourself somehow, and only you know if that's the case or not. Yeah, sometimes we can, you know, can't fool ourselves, and if you do, you know, if you kid yourself, it says here, your dreams need a practical plan, and it's time to take action. So, yeah, and it says the energy is gaining momentum, so I feel like, yeah, it's time now. Spirit's like, yeah, this is the time now to get into that state of release the drama, release this whatever's that drama and loss and whatever. It's like letting go now. There's a new beginning here for someone. Soulmate connection. Oh, I seen it says here, peaceful passageway, but sea queen, diamond light, unify passions. And a sea goddess of courage, authentic communication. Authentic. And it says blooming opportunities here, the Botanical Sea Temple. So there is, you know, once you make that decision and, you know, and you release, close them doors, new doors are already open. Yeah, the sea goddess of self-mastery, embodiment. It's like mastering yourself. You know, you are in control of you. If your emotions are controlling you, you need to get control of that, of them emotions, and don't let them control you. Emotions, motion. You know, it's like, I feel like it's emotion. In emotion is emotions. It's like, yeah, we can control them. I feel like if they become too much, you know, like, yeah, it says here, surrender to simplicity. Emotions can become too much, like if you don't know how to rein them, control them and rein them in. You know, crying for a reason, not just crying because you're like mourning something that doesn't deserve that energy. It's good to have a good cry and then brush yourself off and then carry on. You know, if you have a good cry and then you feel better afterwards, that was meant to be. That was a release. But keep crying over the same thing over and over again. It's not going to get you anywhere. It's kind of pointless. Pointless. We see we've got the sea goddess of sensuality, celebrating romance and authentic communication. Sea goddess of courage, 24 and 26. I feel like the Spirit's saying having the courage, you know, to start again, to have this authentic communication with someone. Because there is someone out there. Celebrate romance. Affirmation. I choose to be fully awakened to my senses, using them to help me create the most incredible life experience for myself to revel in. I came into this sensual form to use it and celebrate every waking moment I get to have in this body. Awakening all your senses, consciously reactivating desire. Alignment of desires and reality, celebrating the romance that is life itself. The sacred message. The sea goddess of sensuality is here to activate the sensual, emotional, and physical expression of the ancient wisdom you hold within your DNA. Activating this card informs you it is now time to be in full awareness of your feelings, emotions, and thoughts and see what they are manifesting for you. Are you frustrated, stuck, or stifled? Where can you access more freedom? What senses can you turn on and what have you turned off in order to be experiencing what is in front of you now? Remembering that this powerful wisdom resides in you and it can help you move energy in your own being to experience a more pleasing reality for and within yourself. The sacred sea ritual. Embody the sensuality of each of your senses. Feel into your sense of sight. What do you want to see more of that would bring more of what you want into your experience? What do you see that you want to alter or transform, enhance or make more romantic? Ask yourself these questions in reference to sound, touch, taste, feel, sense, and smell. How can the consciousness around these areas align more fully with your desired life experience? Light a candle and put on relaxing music when you are ready to dive more deeply into these visions. Allow yourself to imagine what senses could be activated more and enhanced. Bring attention to how you feel when you imagine your life in full alignment with all of your senses stimulated and activated. What turns them on or off? How can you create or communicate your likes and dislikes to design a more sensually pleasing way of being and living? When you feel the most inspired to turn on more of your sensual pleasure, you may close the ritual through your intention and blow the candle out. Really allow yourself to get creative here. What will bring more romance into your life, work, relationships, home, artwork, dancing, singing, cooking, breakfast, break, sleep, love, and play? Life is a sensual work of art. How are you going to create it today? Yes, creating that life, creating that, I feel like creating an environment that is where you feel, feel romantic, feel sensuous, lighting candles, beautiful scent, rose, geranium. It's like, flower scents, and flower essences. I absolutely love flower essences, the back ones. We've got freedom here, horse. And I'm sure, is it the year of the horse? Are we in the year of the horse? Or is it the year of the dragon? I think we're in the year of the horse. Are we in the year of the horse? Or is it the year of the horse? Are we in the year of the horse? Or is it the year of the dragon? I think we're in the year of the horse. Are we in the year of the horse? Or is it the year of the dragon? I think we're in the year of the horse. Are we in the year of the horse? Or is it the year of the dragon? I think we're in the year of the horse. Are we in the year of the horse? Or is it the year of the dragon? I think we're in the year of the horse. Are we in the year of the horse? Or is it the year of the dragon? I think we're in the year of the horse. Are we in the year of the horse? Or is it the year of the dragon? I think we're in the year of the horse. Are we in the year of the horse? Or is it the year of the dragon? I think we're in the year of the horse. Are we in the year of the horse? Or is it the year of the dragon? I think we're in the year of the horse. Are we in the year of the horse? Or is it the year of the dragon? I think we're in the year But this is freedom. I feel like this is freedom. You're like coming out of a door and being free. Yeah, and power. Got power here with deer. I feel like, you got to like leave that past behind and go walking, stepping into your power and your divine energy. We've got leadership with elephant here. I feel like, yeah, be the leader. It's time to take lead, time to take charge of your life. You are the author. You are the scriptwriter of your life. So write it and follow it through. Even if it's just small little changes to begin with. But Spirit's answering prayers right now. We've got fierceness here with the Wolverine, number 5. I feel like this is, there's sometimes you need to have some fierceness about you. You might need to be fierce, to get your point across sometimes. Sometimes I've had to be fierce, yeah. And people they're like shocked because I'm not that kind of person. But when it comes out, it's in me. It's just that I don't show it very often. But if somebody's pushing me that far, I'll show it. It will be there. This is a Wolverine. We should develop a sense of healthy fierceness. Right now, do not shy away from things that confront you, but choose carefully how you act. You can be fierce, but not angry. Loyalty is important right now. Yeah, I feel like when you get your point across, it's your tone of voice as well. It's like you can say something that's very direct without using anger. That's a separate emotion. But it's not bad. It's not a bad thing to be anger. It's just acting out on that anger. Because usually a lot of people get angry and then get violent. It's like a knock-on effect. But you can still be angry and not be violent. It's like you could channel in that energy. And being fierce is like, yeah, I am standing up for myself. I am going to say it how it is, and I'm going to tell people, what I think. You can be direct and tell people what they think without having to be angry. But sometimes people can't hack it when you tell them the truth. Vidar was a younger son of Odin and the giantess Grior. Vidar's half-brothers were Thor and Loki. His land is described in the Edda as a high place of brushwood and tall grasses, and it is said that his companion animal was the wolverine, which was fierce, strong, and secretive. Vidar was considered to be a god of silence and was called upon to uphold vows, especially vows of secrecy. He had magical shoes that made him strong and could take him anywhere. Vidar showed his determination and fierceness at the time of Ragnarok, the end of the world. Vidar is one of only a few gods who survived Ragnarok. It had been prophesied that the world would end with wolves eating the sun. The mighty wolf Fenrir had battled Odin and their all-father had fallen. Vidar saw his father fall, screamed for vengeance and set upon the wolf. He took off one of his shoes and placed it in the open jaws of Fenrir. Keeping the wolf's jaws open and wide, then plunged his sword again and again into the wolf's mouth, eventually killing him. Many of the myths of the First Nations of the United States also feature the wolverine, mainly as a trickster figure. The wolverines live in remote Arctic forest and mountain environments. As isolated from humans as possible, they are an elusive creature found in Russia, Canada, the United States, Baltic countries, China, and Mongolia. Female wolverines have snow dens and give birth to 2 or 3 kits. Their reproductive cycle is such that they can keep in suspended growth fertilized blastocysts if conditions are not supportive. Their natural enemy is the wolf, although they are much smaller than the average wolf. They are fierce hunters and will defend kills against raiding wolves and bears by relying on their sharp teeth and long claws. As they have large home ranges, they rely on the conservation of their habitats. They can range hundreds of kilometers in one season. Wolverines are so secretive that scientists do not know presently how many there may be. But because their habitats are being destroyed or encroached upon, they may be threatened. The magic. It says global warming, but I don't believe in that crap. I really don't. I don't even believe in the globe. So I'm not going to believe in that. It's just like, no, the weather modification. Yeah, I believe in that. The magic. Wolverine magic is to be utilised when you need real will and determination. When you are against the odds and you need a bit of healthy fierceness to get things done, call on this animal's energy. Also, if you wish to have an energy witness to keep a vow or secretly safely for you, Wolverine would be a great choice. The symbology. Shoe, long claws, shoe in mouth of wolf, tracks in snow, Wolverine claws, striped back, a man with big shoes with a Wolverine. And it's the status is near threatened. So I feel like someone picking up on this energy of the Wolverine. I feel like somebody might need to be fierce right now. Yeah, I'm seeing a snake and a owl. Wisdom, owl, creation, snake. I feel like maybe this person was a snake. I've just seen sacrifice and bull, and the spirit says that is the truth. Jackal. It's like Anubis. I think I've actually just gone through all them decks, but I am going to get some whispers. I nearly used the Gothic tarot, and I thought, no, not for this. But I do want to do a reading with my Gothic tarot. I don't know if I have. Yeah, look, make today your new beginning. Try to leave any past mistakes in the past. Don't allow them to weigh you down any longer. Move forward today with the confidence and knowing that you have better and brighter days ahead. Yeah, you have. Somebody's got their soulmate, their match. It says, don't allow anyone to abuse your power or take it away from you. Remember, you will be treated how you allow others to treat you. Show them that you value yourself far too much to settle for anything less than you deserve. Yeah, be that Wolverine. It's like, if somebody tries to talk down to you, say, who are you talking to like that? No, I had it once, yeah. I was in this chemist and I had my dogs with me. And this was in Scarborough, and this woman, I don't know who she thought she was, yeah, but she came out and she started speaking to me like I was a piece of shit. And I said to her, I just stood there and I said, who are you speaking to like that? I said, I am a human being. And there was a guy in there, yeah, and I actually told her, I said, give me your name. I said, I want your name now. I said, speaking to me in that way. I said, I've just come in here for a prescription. And the way she was carrying on, yeah, I think it was some painkillers for my back. My back had been pulled out. And yeah, she was really awful. But like all the other people that was there, they all ran to the back of the chemist. Yeah, they all ran away, and she was stood there on her own. And I was just stood up to her, and I thought, no, you're not speaking to me like that. You think you're better than me? She thought she was better than me. Why? Why though? Some people just get so far up on their high horse, yeah, that the only way down is to knock them down off that high horse. And you don't need to be aggressive. I wasn't aggressive. I was just direct. And this lad was there, and he went, something? She's always like that. She speaks to everybody like that. I said, well, she's not speaking to me like that. And I did. I stood my ground, and she shut up. And I did it as well. I did it again as well in Sainsbury's, and I said to them, I want all your names. I went, give me every single one of your names now, and they all run away. And then the next time I went in, there was one woman. She came up to me. She went, I am going to apologise to you. And I thought, yeah, good. And she did. She apologised to me. Because I was homeless at the time, and I feel like they do treat people who are homeless, but I want like, like I don't know. There's homeless and there's homeless. You know what I mean? I was living in accommodation, obviously, but It's just that they treat people differently. You do get treated different. You really do. I think if anybody remembers watching Pretty Woman, and I'm sure it was there, and she went in a shop. It was that movie, and she goes in the shop, and they were like being really like snotty and uffy with her, and she walks. I'm sure it was that movie, but it was just something like that. It's something like that, It's like maybe this could be it could be something like that, Somebody might be talking down to you, or talking, as if they're above you, and you need to be that Wolverine. Whenever you talk to us, it never goes unheard. We hear every single word. This is your confirmation that we are assisting you, guiding you, and ensuring your wishes finally come to fruition. Be patient. Everything will come together for you. Yes, just be patient. Yeah, I feel like somebody might need to stand up for themselves, though. I'm quite good at it, mate. I am quite good at it, but I did go... I can stand up for myself if I really need to. Like, I am a bit fierce, but not violent. I don't believe in violence. It's not the answer. Slow down and take your time. There is no need to rush everything. You are already doing your part. Trust that what belongs in your life is already making its way towards you in divine timing. Yeah, trust, Spirit saying, trust. It's already on its way. Let go of the old and make way for the new. You may find yourself being distracted by random thoughts, fears, or doubts. Don't allow yourself to be governed by them. Simply observe and choose and take aligned actions and choices. Yeah, just doubts. Doubts are just doubts. You can let go of them, push them aside, put them in the bin. Perhaps you are reminded all too often just how quickly the phases in your life can shift. One change after another. You are learning to adapt and grow. Be kind and gentle with yourself. Yeah, but be fierce with the people who try and talk down to you. To get them told. Make sure you don't start seeing yourself through the eyes of those who don't value you. You need to know your worth, even when others don't. You are not what people think of you. Yeah, so if this person, this drama starter who's caused all this conflict, if they have called you all these names or whatever, it's not true. It's not that just because they've said that, it's not true. But you do kind of believe it, right? Because I was talking to my grandson as well. We were on about people calling names. I said, there's that thing and it says, oh, sticks and stones may break my bones, but calling names won't hurt me. But that's wrong because it does, and it sticks with you as well. If someone calls you something over and over again, eventually you're going to think that it's real, that it's true. But yeah, it's not. It's really not. Just because someone doesn't see your value, it doesn't mean to say you don't. Don't lose sight of this truth. You came here to evolve and grow. It is necessary to experience the difficult times. That is when you will grow the most. There is always light at the end of the tunnel. Be proud of your journey. Yes, pat yourself on the back. If nobody else is cheering you on, cheer yourself. Pat yourself on the back. Look how far you've come, not far how you've got to go. Heavenly Spirit of the angels. If you think you are alone, you are not. We are beside you in all the challenges that you face. Trust that outside sources will always be working with you to ensure the best outcome of every situation. We have your best interests at heart. We love you. Oh, that is beautiful. Sometimes walking away is the only option, not because you want to make someone miss you or realise they took you for granted, but because you finally respect yourself enough to know you deserve better. So this is someone who does deserve better. And we've got 1717 here. Self-reliance. Time has come to rely on your knowledge, your wisdom and your ambition. You have an important soul mission and life purpose. Leaning on your inner strength, confirmation will allow more of your path to unfold ahead. Affirmation. As I take leadership of my life brings a flow of good fortune and good blessings. You see, this is what I feel as well. This is where this is, you know, coming at when you actually take control. Keep moving forward even if you are unsure of your next step or where it may take you. Trust that you are walking the path you are meant to walk. Remember, we are walking it with you. Trust yourself more. I feel like some of the spirit guides, there's a lot around them, you know. I feel like this, you know, acknowledge them. You can speak to them, you know. You can ask them for signs. Let you know they will be there. They're with you right now. Have more faith in yourself. Be proud of how you are navigating every curveball that life throws at you. How you deal with those times shows your true inner resilience. Nothing can break that. That in itself is an inspiration for others. Keep shining your light. Accept where you are at this moment in time. Only then you can then begin to move forward. Be clear about your intentions. This makes it easier for us and the universe to help you. Doors will open unexpectedly. Be ready. Told you that. As soon as them doors close. You are feeling somewhat confused by the events that are unfolding around you and the various seemingly contradictory information that are coming your way. Trust your instincts and do what they are telling you to do, and you will learn a lot about yourself and the direction you want your life to take. Yeah, rely on your instincts and not what anybody else. If somebody's telling you that you can't do something, no, that you have to listen to your own intuition, because it probably means that they can't do it or they don't want you to do it because, you know, you might be better than them or something. I don't know. What areas of your life are you avoiding? Are they causing you upset, worry, disrupted sleep? If so, these are the areas you need to focus on. As much as you don't want to, it is necessary. Tackle your demons head on. Don't allow them to rule you for a second longer. Trust the wait. You are being prepared for your blessings. In order to receive, you have to be ready to receive. Things you are going through now are not random. Trust the flow of the universe. Yeah, and we've got release 999. I seen 999 the other day as well. Endings are new beginnings in disguise. An ending symbolises the closure of one door and the opening of another. Here it goes again, these doors. I'm telling you, someone needs to close the door to the past. The whisper is reminding you to release and allow. It is in the release where the magic happens. Affirmation. Doors open for me where others have closed, bringing transformation to my mind, my body, and my soul. Yeah, do you know, sometimes we don't close them doors, we leave them open. Yeah, and we allow people and things back into our lives, yeah, when really we need to shut that door, lock it, bolt it, and throw away the key. Because, you know, and then that's when the new doors will spring open. I'm going to pull an Archangel Michael card because I really feel like it says here, make a decision. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Ask divine guidance, pointing you towards your own joy. You deserve it. I feel like this is choosing yourself. Choosing yourself. You might put someone else first and feeling sorry for them instead of feeling sorry for yourself. The way forward is open. You're not trapped. Possibilities and opportunities abound. I will guide you to personal and spiritual freedom. Oh, Heavenly Spirit, Archangel Michael, what message do we have for the collective? Close out this reading. Thank you. We love you. Look, you will manifest what you need. The way forward is open. You're not trapped. Possibilities and opportunities abound. I will guide you to personal and spiritual freedom. You see how that came out? You see how that came out? Spirit. I'm going to read this card to you just because. It is a common human experience to feel as though you are trapped. This may be due to challenging relationships, financial worries, or career difficulties. While I see how it could appear as though you have no options in this situation, there are possibilities out there, and more opportunities will make themselves apparent once you open your heart to them. If you continue to use words like trapped and stuck, you close your mind to what alternatives might be available. Refuse to see yourself as powerless. You are a child of the divine, and there is nothing you cannot do. Allow me to use my sword of light to sever your energetic connections to these negative self-stories. Let's look at your life with new eyes and adopt a new attitude of hope together. So I feel that is really spirit really speaking to somebody here, and it kind of all blended in together, you know. I feel like this is what someone may, you know, have been through or going through or will go through, you know, whenever you find this reading or however it resonates, you know. But yeah, I feel like someone needs to stand up for themselves and tell someone, yeah, I'll just shut the door, you know. But yes, there is your new moon in Pisces reading. And I thought it started off a bit iffy, you know. I was thinking, oh my God, where's this going? But, you know, I feel like that is in the past. Or it will be when you shut that door and open the new doors will be open. Yeah, because you can't open another door if there's one door still open. You know, I really feel like there's some closure needed here, some drama. Yeah, I might have to come back and do a twin flame reading at some point. You know, we'll see. We'll see whether, you know, we'll just see what Spirit says. But I'm going to love you and leave you. I hope everyone enjoys their Wednesday evening. I hope everyone has a wonderful week. God bless. Take care. I love you all, and I'll see you soon.